My first thoughts on the Carnival racers were, they look decent, but not the best. But after finally seeing them in person, they're actually really cool, and although not being my favorite Transcontinental Race of Champions series, they're definitely a nice series, and I recommend buying them. And I found all of these here at Target, but since the official date for release is February 28th, I had to ask an employee to bring these out for me, and I had to give them the DPCI numbers. Now, my Target employee was very lenient and nice, but not all employees will be like that. Some may adhere to that date and not let you have them until February 28th, unfortunately. But if you want to give it a shot, the DPCI numbers are in the description below for both the singles and the 4-pack you see here in the background. Now, there are a single for all the characters released so far except for Raoul ÇaRoule. So therefore, I bought the 4-pack with the first look at Raoul, and I bought the 2 singles that weren't included in the 4-pack, so I ended up with one of each of them. And yes, there are 6 so far, which are Shu Todoroki, Jeff Gorvette, Lightning McQueen, Carla Veloso, Raoul ÇaRoule, and Francesco Bernoulli. They usually release 6 to 7 cars initially, and then sometimes they release the rest of them. But that's only really happened with the Ice Racer series. However, it does look like we'll get the rest of the Carbon Racers, but we really have no idea what will happen with these Carnival Racers. Now, they actually have some pretty nice card art. It is special for each racer, exclusive to their design. So you can see all the extra added features to Francesco there. You got the Racer Daredevil app logo, only at Target. So this is one of the series that will be exclusive to Target, whereas the Carbon Racers and the Ice Racers showed up at all major retailers. So as you can see, Francesco Bernoulli there. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit disappointed about Francesco here is that it actually has Rotelli tires, the writing there on the tire itself, but on the diecast it doesn't show up. Now, I don't know why they couldn't print that on the tire because they do it for the regular Francesco Bernoulli, but I guess we just have to live with that, but that is a little unfortunate. So there's the Carnival Cup logo, and this race is hosted by Carla Veloso in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It doesn't really mention that on the back here, but that is what is happening here. So the description for this Carnival Cup is, while in Rio for the Carnival, the T-ROC racers visit an abandoned racetrack. The legendary course is covered with debris, but with the racers never back down from a challenge and put the pedal to the metal for a danger-filled race on the ghost track. So apparently this is some abandoned ghost track, just kind of a story that the Mattel employees made up there. So on the back of Francesco, we could see Lightning McQueen, Shu Todoroki, Carla Veloso, and Jeff Gorvette. These 3 here are included in the 4-pack, so I didn't buy them as a single, but I did buy Shu, and we'll take a look at him right here. Pretty nice art. The front is basically the same, and on the back though it is completely different than Francesco, and I don't really know why. And since I didn't buy the other singles here, I don't know what their card backs look like. But on the back of Shu here, it talks about mainly the car's Daredevil Garage app and just shows how you can scan the cars and unlock a digital version of the car to play in the game. So a little bit more detailed explanation of the app than we've ever gotten before on actual merchandise. So I guess that's pretty cool. I don't really care myself though. Now on these blisters, which is pretty nice, they've done this for the past Ice Racers and Carbon. They actually have textured blisters there. Now I don't really know what this is. It kind of feels like cobblestone, part of the racetrack or something, but it is nice that they put the effort into actually making it texturized, so that's pretty cool. Now let's move on to the 4-pack here, which as you can see includes Jeff Gorvette, McQueen, Carla, and a first look at Raoul ÇaRoule. Now, who knows what will happen with Raoul? It may end up coming out as a single like the others, but I'm not really taking that chance, so I wanted to buy the 4-pack here, which is titled the Rio Race 4-pack, only at Target, and has a nice picture of McQueen right there. On the back here, it just shows the diecast loose on the back here. And again, first look at Carnival Raoul ÇaRoule. And there you go, it also shows the two that aren't included in the 4-pack. Same description on the back here as on the singles. So that's pretty much it for the racers here. Now, if you aren't really aware, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys are, but this is the Transcontinental Race of Champions series after the Carbon Racers. Now, they have released two kind of in a short amount of time. Usually they release these annually, so once a year, but the Carbon Racers just came out a few months ago. Now we already have another. I doubt we'll see another series for at least a while, and this may actually be the last Transcontinental Race of Champions series because of Cars 3 coming out next year, so they probably won't be focusing on these World Grand Prix racers. Why are you still powered by All in All? I thought All in All died. Am I missing something here? I got all the racers out of the package, and let's start here with Lightning McQueen, looking pretty nice, and he actually may be my favorite, or maybe my second favorite, because he looks awesome. Now, when I first saw him online with the original pictures, I thought, ugh, that looks horrible, but after seeing these pictures now online a little bit more, and just having him grow on me, and then seeing him on real life here, I have completely changed my opinion. So first of all, let's look at his hood decal here. It's absolutely shiny, as you can see. There's also some like glitter in there along with the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo, which looks really cool. It's been changed a little bit between the original World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen. It's gotten darker and a little bit more refined. I like it, looks pretty nice. We also got a new expression for Lightning McQueen, never before used. Looks pretty cool. I'm not like a huge fan of the expression, but at least they did give him something different. He's got a actually nice matte finish to him, which I was a little surprised about. I wasn't really expecting a matte finish. And now he's got his little yellow lightning bolts on the side there, and there it says T-ROC in black and has the Carnival Cup logo. And now, in my opinion, the best feature about this Lightning McQueen is the fact that the glitter on his lightning bolt here is texturized. Like, you can actually feel the glitter as you move your finger across it, which is so cool. Like, they've never really done that before, and I just really like that. You can also see the Lightning McQueen 95 logo, and it's also shiny. It's kind of reflective too. Just awesome job by Mattel. Great work on these. Actually, these are starting to grow on me each time. Like, I like them more and more as I see them. His tires are orange, which kind of made me not like them as much when I first saw them. And they're still not the best in my opinion, but I guess these Carnival Cup races are a little wacky, so it fits in with the theme. Now, on the package for McQueen, it actually shows that these have the Lightyear writing, just like Francesco's, but on the diecast, it's missing there, so a little bit disappointed about that, but nothing you can really do. On the back here, it actually spells out Carnival Cup. You got the Carnival Cup logo, American flag, and Lightning McQueen's signature. I don't believe it's ever been on the back bumper here, so that's pretty interesting. We also have his spoiler here, 95. So I guess, I'm assuming that since the carbon racing race there, he has changed his spoiler back to the original one. So I guess those were only temporary, but I actually kind of preferred it, and maybe I wish that they stuck with it at least another race. So this actually has some glitter on it, but it's not actually texturized like on the bolt here. And there it says Carnival Cup. So just a little bit more comparison with the original World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen. I have to say, I'm a pretty big fan of this Carnival Racer. I keep getting them mixed up because they're very similar in name there. I also really like the reflective 95 on the roof there, and it actually has a kind of maroon shade red there. So it's nice that they kind of a little bit mixing the colors here as well. So that's pretty nice. Let's move on to Carla Veloso, the host of this race. She looks pretty nice, and she was actually the first to appear on eBay. So she was the first we knew of and kind of introduced the whole Carnival Cup idea. So she's got the logo right there on her hood, and she's got her kind of usual designs, although they're kind of toned down a little bit. If you guys know what I mean, look at the original Carla Veloso here. You can see all these designs here with the flowers and whatever they really are. I don't really know, a bunch of swirls, but on the Carnival Cup Carla Veloso, it's not as much, it's not as many designs, so it's a little bit different than what you kind of normally get with Carla Veloso. I personally think it looks alright. I don't really mind. It's kind of cleaned up a little bit. I think that actually looks pretty good. And now on the back here, towards the back, you got the Brazilian flag along with CV standing for Carla Veloso. Also have Veloso with a reflective 8 there, her number. T-ROC Carnival Cup. And she has yellow tires with a black rim, or kind of like a brownish black rim. Again, I'm not really a huge fan of that because I actually really wish if they made the rims a little bit more blackish because I feel like they're brown and that just doesn't really look that good, but overall, Carla looks pretty nice. She's got also Carnival Cup on her spoiler, which I believe, yeah, all of the Carnival Cup racers do have that on their spoiler, so it's nice to kind of have a common theme between all of them. You got this nice green glittery spoiler there, nothing on the back there, just a little bit of change in color. And that is pretty much all for Carla. Pretty nice, no change. A little bit of a change of expression there, but you can't really change the expression with such limited eye space there. So now let's move on to Raoul ÇaRoule, exclusive to the 4-pack so far. Now he actually looks pretty nice as well, although just doesn't look, I don't know, doesn't really look like the Carnival style, doesn't really have too many wacky colors, anything that really differentiates himself from the original Raoul, but he does still have that nice reflective GRC logo on his hood there, which is probably my favorite thing about him. So as you can see, it looks a lot more noticeable than the original version there. Now he also has mixed wheels. I like it, or tires I should say. Blue on the back, red in the front. Now you'd think it would look better if it was switched, like having red in the back, because you got this red here and you have the blue in the front. But maybe this way actually does look better. So on the side here, we got the Carnival Cup logo, along with his last name, ÇaRoule there, along with a nice reflective 6 there. I really like the kind of shiniest aspect they're giving to some of these racers. So towards the back here, we got a spoiler, Carnival Cup, some more 6s on either side there. And on the back here, we've got Carnival Cup, French flag, and the Carnival Cup logo itself there, and something that disappoints me greatly. Powered by Ono. Why? Why are you still powered by Ono? Like, didn't Ono die like with Cars 2 and Miles Axelrod and all the lemons? Like, isn't that like non-existent anymore? So I don't really know why that some of these racers still have that logo on them. I believe that was also on some of the carbon racers. I don't know why. It's very saddening because that just doesn't exist anymore. At least I don't think so. Tell me what you guys think about that, but that is kind of disappointing. I don't really care for that because that was really only for the World Grand Prix race, and they should be changing their fuel by now to something a little bit different and definitely safer there. So Raoul here is nice, but not my favorite. He doesn't really look that much carnival-ish, but he still looks pretty cool. Up next we have Jeff Gorvette, who may actually be my favorite out of all the ones released so far, just because I feel that he is more of a refinement or an upgrade rather than being a wacky design like the other carnival racers here, because his colors really all match him. Like, his tires are blue now, which still matches design here. He's got a blue roof now, which I really like. I love the 24 on top. It's nice and reflective, looks great. The spoiler obviously shows that's a little bit Carnival Cup, but still looks pretty cool. I also really like on the side window here that says JG with the American flag, obviously standing for Jeff Gorvette. He's still got his usual American flag logo here with the Carnival Cup and the Jeff Gorvette logo there with the 24. Very, very nice all in all. Now, worst thing about him, obviously, is that he's still powered by all in all. I have no idea why that logo is still there. I just wanted to say I'm very sorry for all these cuts, but my voice is getting better, but I am still coughing quite a bit, especially when I'm speaking for quite a while, so there's really absolutely nothing I can do about that, so I am though sorry for all the cuts, but hopefully you guys don't mind, and let's get back into your review. So, I was complaining about the all in all logo. I just don't know why that is still there. I hope it is gone by the next time Jeff Gorvette gets a release. But the rest of Jeff is actually really nice, and I'd actually really like to see a new expression on Jeff. I think a new expression would kind of be needed for this. I don't really like how the expression looks with this gray kind of thing going around his eyes and the blue on the top, but still a pretty cool release. And he also has kind of like a matte finish compared to the shiny finish there. Now let's move on to the two singles that I got. Francesco Bernoulli, who, yes, he also has a matte finish, which is probably the most obvious of all the racers here. And I really like this. The circle there with the reflective number 1, or the reflective circle with the black number 1, just looks really cool. I really do like that. I'm glad that they did that there. Not a huge fan of these green wheels, but they look alright. I mean, I don't really know what other color they could have chosen, so I guess that's what we're really left with. We got the Italian flag with FB. Very nice, Francesco Bernoulli. Now, this is probably my least favorite Carnival racer, just because I'm not really a big fan of this maroon red that they added to him here. As you can see, his little thing up here is maroon red, his helmet is red, his spoiler back here is that red. I just don't really care for it. It's like the red that they put on the roof of Lightning McQueen. I feel like it just doesn't really go well with Francesco. I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion. He's got T-ROC and Carnival Cup logos down there. Bernoulli number 1 logo, of course. Nothing on the back. There's no space for any logos anyway. We got some nice reflective number 1s there. And there you go. You got the Carnival Cup logo, or the ran out logo on the spoiler with a little bit of glitter there. Very nice all in all though, but I don't know, I'm just not really a big fan of Francesco. So comparing him to the original here, they did change up quite a few colors on him, like the fenders there, the little fender or wheel protectors. I don't really know what to call those, because he is a open wheeled car, no fenders. But, yeah, just my least favorite. So tell me in the comment section below, after you've seen all the racers here, what is your favorite and least favorite Carnival racer? I'd probably say either Jeff or McQueen is my favorite, and probably either Francesco or Raoul is my least favorite. I actually really do like Shu here. He looks pretty nice, and I probably like the best thing about him here is that the reflective Japanese characters and the 7 there. I think that looks pretty cool. We also have kind of like a glittery red dot there, which is supposed to resemble the dot in the Japanese flag there. And we also have his usual red kind of flaming logo, dragon, whatever that is, throughout his body here. He's got ST with the Japanese flag there, and he's got this little gray thing on the top here, a little bit an extra design painting there, because he doesn't have an additional color there on the regular version of Shu. Now the red design is basically the same, just like exactly the same spot and everything, just, you know, a little bit different because of the obtrusive gray thing here and any other logos that kind of get in the way of it there. Now I actually do like the additional things they put on the side here. The Todoroki number 7 looks pretty nice, and see there, this is how it's supposed to be done. Getting rid of that all in all. Not on the Carnival Racer, that's how it's supposed to be done. I like that. Shu is a success here, because he's smart enough not to use all in all anymore. I don't know what's going on with Raoul and Jeff. So, he has his Carnival logo on his spoiler with the 7 there. Kind of an odd color they chose for the spoiler here. It's like a brownish color, maroon. Don't really know why they chose that, but doesn't look too bad. Now, one thing that I wish they did on Shu, which they didn't, is that they gave him these white tires here. I think from my mental imagery that red tires would look 100% better. I really wish they put red tires on him. I feel like it'd make him look a lot more, I guess, wackier or fiercer. I just think that would just fit in with his kind of Japanese theme with the dragon a lot more. I really kind of wish they did that, but they didn't. So maybe if they kind of had like a custom, or if I changed this like on the computer or something with Photoshop, we could see how it looked. But I think in my mind it would look pretty good. So there you go, you got the T-ROC and the Carnival Cup logo, and that's basically all for Shu. Shu looks pretty nice. He actually is a pretty cool one, and I'm actually a big fan of him. So that is all for the 6 Carnival racers that have been released so far. What is your favorite, and what is your least favorite? Do you guys think this series is a good series? Do you guys like it so far? I think it's decent so far. Definitely better than what I originally had thought. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, I apologize for the cuts. Nothing I can really do about it. So I'll see you guys on Sunday for a suggestion video. Again, I hope you guys enjoy it, and thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye now.